So it's 6:40 on Sunday, fun day! And I haven't filmed anything today because Alex and I have been enjoying the whole day together. We laid in bed like for 2 hours and just talked. It was so nice. Such a beautiful day. So we just laid in bed with the dogs. And then we were like hungry. So we went to Champs. We went to Cheesecake Factory actually first. And Cheesecake Factory had an hour wait. I was like, who waits for an hour at Cheesecake Factory? Nobody, thank you. And me, I guess, there were people sitting there waiting. I just can't imagine waiting an hour for a restaurant. I just think it's ridiculous. But anyway, so we went to Champs and there was no wait. And we had a really fun dinner. And it's just been a really good day. We've just like hung out and talked. And it was funny because the vlog kind of came up. And Alex was like, I do think I want to be in more of the vlog. And he goes, I know how important it is to you. So I was like, okay. But then I didn't vlog us together because I was like, I don't want to just like whip out my camera and be like, oh, okay, so let's just do it right now. You know what I mean? And I consciously was like, I'm not going to film any videos today. Well, my vlog, but like videos. And so I did do a car vlog for my other channel, but I'm not sure I'm going to post it or not. It's kind of silly. I went to Half Price Books and I got the movie The Outsiders. I've never seen this movie and I read the book last year. And I was so excited because I tweeted Essie Hinton who wrote it and she tweeted me back last year. I loved that book so much. If you guys have never read The Outsiders, go read it. You can literally read it in one day. It is so fantastic. Pony Boy! I loved it. And so I've never seen the movie. And you can't get it anywhere online. It's not on Netflix or anything, or probably Amazon. But so I went and it was $5.99. So I'm so excited. I'm going to watch The Outsiders tomorrow, or probably. Because I don't think Alex has much of an interest in watching The Outsiders. So anyway, now I'm going to take a nap. All right, I'm outside of Tanya's kennel right now. There's the kennel. She doesn't want to be filmed, but I just wanted to show you this.
Don't scare me.
She said don't scare her. So this is her backyard and her kennel, of where many, many times we see coyote and deer. There's my shadow. Only the shadow knows. And I'm always like, there's the pole barn, there's a little kennel, see? And I'm always like, this would be like such a great place for like a murder mystery. What if somebody like came up right behind me and got me? And like whenever I come here late at night with her, because I come here a lot and she lets the dogs out, because she lets the dogs out every night at 10. I'm always like, oh, some murder mystery is happening in that woods or whatever. So I thought we'll go inside and see the kennel. Full service kennel. Boarding, grooming. If you're in Indianapolis and you want to board your dog, doggy daycare, let me know. I'll give you the information. It's not Christmas anymore, Tanya. Here we are, kennel. Hi, which dog's name? Happy Campers. Because the whole theme of her kennel is camps. I like to write her little notes, like on little pieces of paper, and say, hi. Look. Hi. Are you guys having a good night tonight? I'm going to go through my vlog right now and I'm going to give some shouts out. Do you hear the dogs? She's letting the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Who? I'm going to read some of the comments right now and give you guys some shouts out. On my way to the Florida, always comments on my videos. Thank you so much. He said, at 31:22, that's exactly why I don't go to bars either. Plus, I don't and never have enjoyed alcohol. And then Hassie said, Peter, I'm an only child and I love being alone at home. I'm an only child too. I love eating alone but I get what you're saying. And then Brooke said, our charger gets hot when it's plugged into an extension cord. Oh, I wonder if that's why. But I don't have it plugged into. Rita said, "You're so handsome." Oh my God, thank you, Rita. And then she said, "Oh my God, wow, you're a natural at this. I felt like I was sitting in the truck with you, and it felt like it was just the two of us." Oh, I love that. Brooke said, Peter, do you respond to posts on this channel? I'm still curious if you guys made any changes to your condo after your mother went to her forever home. Okay, so Alex and I were actually just talking about that today, and we are gonna do like distressed wood all over our bedroom walls. Oh, I saw this light. Oh my God, that scared me. So like, its lights were shining in that window over there. It was cars in the street out there because she's like off this main road. And then we're redoing the bathroom downstairs. We're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna redo the kitchen, and then we're gonna refinish the whole basement. Autumn. I'm the same way. I love staying home with my dog and husband and house. Oh, I love you, Autumn. You're awesome to me. Dane's life. Oh, she's the one. Okay, so Dane is the one that did the painting of Pee-Pee that's always behind me in my other channel. I love how Pee-Pee calls Tucker and Boo the babies. Hassie said, your dogs crack me up. Alicia said, the way you spoke at the beginning reminds me of the guy from Unsolved Mysteries. Oh my God. That's exactly what, like when I was outside, how I felt about things. Like when I think of mysteries, like Peter Monn was last seen in the parking lot of Walmart. His car door was open. There was no wallet inside, but his keys were still in the car. Tanya was the last person that saw him. Kim said, Pee-Pee, I just want to nap and cuddle with him so bad. Is that weird? No, he wants to cuddle with you too. Kathy said, woof woof, Peter, woof woof. Love everything about you. God bless. Reading my comments. You want to be able to... That's Tanya. Samantha said, hey daddy, Wolfpack. Oh my God, I'm reading it too on Google Play. So good, that book, At the End of the Universe. Angela said, hey Peter, love my alerts. I love you too, Angela. You're so good, you always watch us. And something Castillo, I can't pronounce the first, best friend Castillo said, notification squad, yay! Okay, Becca said on this was a really good video. I really think, do me a move.
No, I'm gonna give you a shot.
Okay, think the rest of the people can kick rocks. Thank you so very much. Aw, thank you. Kelly's Corner. Oh, Kelly's Corner is you're always in my live streams, and I always come in there and I see you on YouTube. Peter, I have a Yorkie and she has supported me through some pretty tough times. She and I are inseparable. She'll be 10 this year, and most Yorkies live 13 to 16 years. Okay, so actually my dad has had Yorkies all his life, and they have lived to be 18 to 20. So don't get distressed about that. If you are, people want to know if my mystery is that I'm an Uber driver. No, I'm not an Uber driver. You could do vlogs like that HBO show Taxi. Remember that? It was actually called Taxi Cab Confessions, and yes, I loved that show so much. And that one new YouTuber, I can't remember, Chrissy Lynn, is that her name? I was just showing her to Tanya. She did a video like that. It was hilarious. It's called like the funniest Uber driver. Think of your life as okay, so Brenda's World said, think of your life as a book. Each new journey in your life is a new chapter. Some meld into the next, and some just, I love that. And she's a Dunkin' Donuts girl. I don't love Dunkin' Donuts, but in Indianapolis, we have Taylor's Bakery, and we have Long's Bakery, and everybody always talks about those. Love Fitfall said, I love to people watch. As an early born YouTube famous fan, since Trisha and Shane announced you, I don't feel like you have changed one bit. Thank you so much. People always say I've changed. I'm like, I don't really feel like I have changed. You're still adorable as ever with the same honest, fun, witty, zestful bundle of joy as you started off with. Oh, that really meant a lot to me. Thank you. Rebecca said, I have just binge watched so many of your videos, loving your personality. Oh, thank you. Deanna said, I love your life and I love your voice. Oh, that means so much to me when people say really nice things about my voice, because I get so many critical comments about it. And I've hated my voice all of my life. I'm actually thinking about doing a video on my main channel about it. The funny thing is that like, I wouldn't necessarily say that like I hate my voice today. Like I've accepted it. Would I pick it? No. I mean, like if I could have like a really like deep, masculine voice, I just think it would have made my life easier. It's the one thing that people always pick out about me. Ricky said, your vlogs are not boring at all. And then Tammy, hey Tammy! I would watch a 24-hour vlog all day long, and I just want to say, I've read a lot of these comments already, so thank you. And she gave me tons of blue hearts. See? Can you see? Just want to tell you how much, Sonia Bartle, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate seeing your vlogs and videos every day. Thank you, Sonia. You better work on them dogs, Tanya Jean. She's dancing. Oh my God, Shauna. I know exactly what you mean about the, I read this. This is kind of sad. Asexual Stripper said, Peter, you have great hair, I must say. Thank you, Asexual Stripper. Tammy Johnson, your hair looks marvelous, Woof Daddy.
Should Big Little Lies start tonight?
What started tonight?
Big Little Lies.
Oh, you read that book? I haven't read that book. Tanya just said Big Little Lies. She was going on about the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
They're all...
Do you want to say hi to the people? Can I turn it? Your hat looks cute. She's like hesitant. Hi! Everybody loves you. Everybody wants
me.
Everybody wants you to start your own channel.
Everybody wants me.
Tanya, will you start your own YouTube channel?
No.
It's an insulin shot for a dog,
I
right?
couldn't take the comments. One hate comment, I'd be a mess.
She would. She'd be get like.
I'd be like, girl, be kicking me some butt.
How would you do that?
I'd be like, girl.
Do some karate. This is literally my night. This is my life. My husband just texted me and said I took a melatonin and I'm going to sleep, babe. I love you. Now I am curious as to what the secret is. If it is Uber, then that would be a great vlog. Taxi cab. Do you guys really want to know what my secret is? No. The thing is that there's a time for the secret to come out, because this video in here, I don't know if it's Tanya's lighting or whatever, which is shitty, but it like is really making me look yellow. Like I look like I'm jaundiced, which is not my secret. I'm not jaundiced. A couple people have actually, I think, figured it out. Now I'm curious as to what the secret is. If it is the Uber, then this is from Karen. It would be great vlog. Taxi cab diaries or taxi cab confessions comes to mind, but more current Uber diaries with Peter. Oh, that would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? If I got like everybody thinks I'm an Uber driver anyway. When I was at the Half Price Books today, the girl was like, is that a Pokemon hat? I was like, no. Carrie B, I agree with your husband. Let him be. Let him be him. And if people don't get it, you're cute. She's a cute profile picture. Get it, then oh well. I enjoy crude humor. I do too. That's why I'm with him. I mean, he is so crude. Man, I'm glad I resubscribed to your main channel. Oh, I read this comment earlier. This was really sweet. Thank you. That was really sweet comment. Okay, Judith said, love you. Thank you for having a positive effect on my life. You guys see, like, this is what's hilarious is that, like, I mean, it's not hilarious, it's just really endearing, is that, like, I never get really nasty comments on this channel. Like, it's my other channel that people, like, I'm gonna own this all day long. So if you watch both my channels, I posted a video last night called Jeffree Star Androgyny Palette Exposed. It was a car vlog. Yes, I know, it was the most clickbaity title in the world. And I don't care, people do clickbaity titles all over. Car vlogs are fine, Peter. It's very soothing and comforting to just have someone to hang out with, said Cass. Oh, I like your picture too. Happy late birthday. My birthday was in June. But thank you, J. Lou. Ashley Wilder said, what's the secret? Snow Kitty said, Peter, if you work for a living, we can't tell. LOL, love you. I just don't show me working is what I do. Like, I mean, I can't take you guys into like a corporate thing. I don't really know how to explain it, but like I do team building a lot of times with corporations. So I go in, oh my God, I just turned on her computer by pounding on it, ASMR. And so like I go in and like I do team building, but a lot of times I just dress like this. So like if you ever had, like if you work for a company and they come in and they have like a team builder person come in and like do team building exercises, that's what we do.
Cookie.
Is that a cookie for me? A dog cookie? No, thank you. So, and I write, yeah. We need to start sending you gas cards. Oh my God, I would totally love that. I would so watch your life. You were hilarious. Thank you, Penelope. I wouldn't mind seeing full frontal, said Kimberly Price. You and Alex are a hot couple. How does it feel to be a hot gay married gay man? How does it feel to be a hot gay man married to a hot gay man? It feels pretty good. I don't know that I consider myself a hot gay man. I'd ride in your car if you need more characters, said Storytime Marie. I so need more characters. Nobody wants to be in it. I said, Tony, can I turn on the vlog tonight? She goes, no, I don't want to be in the vlog. I go, nobody wants to be in my videos. Nobody wants to watch this. Tina Garcia, you comment on all my videos. Thank you, dear. Love your personality in your vlogs. Joanne Holiday, thank you, dear. I'm just going to read off some names. Brooke, Olga, Ola. Oh, Ola sends me all the snaps. I love you so much. Lindsay's loves. Pleasure Perez. Oh my God, you send me so many, comment on all my nice videos. Glinda Holding, Cody, something said, Peter, write trash, the trash book. Rachel Galloway said, oh my God, just busted Memphis edition. Me and my good Judy Mary would lose our shit. Cute, okay. Because of you, Chels Kerr said, because of you, she has a Hello Kitty thing. I'm now looking at teas to drink. Do you have flavors in your fountain drink? I add cherry and vanilla in my Diet Coke. No, but if I go and I have like one of those machines that has like, that's all I'm gonna do because you guys are probably like, this is so boring. When I do one of those that has like 100 of them, I always get vanilla root beer. Tanya has like colorful things. Like, look at this. Such pretties. Here, let's go see what she's doing, okay? What are you doing? Someone's in the kitchen with Tanya. Dance with me. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Tanya. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Delta Dawn. What's that flower you got on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? Oh, did I hear you say?
Do the shower.
Shower. We do the shower dance. Everybody tells me that my face goes red because I am having blood pressure problems. Do you think that's true?
What?
I'm scared.
Well, you need to start walking with me.
Tanya. She's always like, do you want to take a walk? I'm like, we're crazy.
You want to take a walk?
And then I'm like, oh, or just a fountain Coke.
Forgot the needle.
Well, put the needle on the record, baby. Welcome to the kennel. Can I have your dog, please? Oh my God. Our dogs love this place. We call it the hotel. They do. They love it so much. All right. Bye. Oh my God. What a night. Seriously, I'm like a mess. I'm like sitting in this parking lot behind this gas station. I'll tell you what happened in a second, but since you guys know how much I love to read, okay, so after we left the kennel, we went back to Tanya's house, and she had made like this huge dinner for her husband with pork loin and all this kind of stuff, and she had made homemade peach cobbler in the crock pot, and in the crock pot, and so she was like, do you want some cobbler? I was like, oh, I don't know, and I was actually just gonna go home and go to bed early, but I only had an hour and 45 minutes left of, I just had this thought go through my head. It's like so weird that I just sit here and talk on camera. I don't know why I thought that, but anyway, I used to go over to Tanya's a lot. Like, I would sit over there, like, when Alex went to bed and her husband would go to bed, and we would watch, like, reality shows and eat cheese. She would cut up cheese and make plates of cheese and apples and stuff. The corny nights that you have with your friends, you know? And so anyway, so she made me this peach cobbler, and then we watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, which was so hilarious tonight. So poppin'. I think it's my favorite season. Not my favorite season, but my favorite Real Housewives is Atlanta. And I love Candy, and Candy goes off. But anyway, if you haven't seen it already, I'm not going to ruin it for you. And then she started watching Big Little Lies, and she wanted me to start watching it with her, but I want to read the book first. So I was like, no, I think the book is like forever long. I don't know. And then it was so funny because this guy Graham that I know from BookTube just recommended it to me on Goodreads tonight. But anyway, he probably knew the show was starting. He reads books so fast. He probably read it tonight. But anyway, and so I had like 2 bowls of peach cobbler. It was so good, but now my stomach is kind of hurting. And it's late for me. It's late, but it's not too late. It's like 2:30. And so when I left her house, she was like, stay and watch this. I was like, no, I want to go listen to this audiobook. So I was like, I'm going to get this audiobook done, right? Because I like to listen to 1 audiobook a week. And so I was trying to get it done. And I was listening to Sean David Hutchinson's The Edge of the Universe. Sean David Hutchinson is a writer, and he's a young adult writer primarily. Well, I think all of his books are young adult books. And but most of his books have like gay-centered like characters, LGBT characters. And he wrote a book, I think it came out last year or the year before, and it was called We Are the Ants. And he tells books in like very interesting ways. Like, I don't know how to explain. They're not that they tell books in interesting ways. Okay, so like We Are the Ants is about, I'm trying to think of a way to say it that won't ruin it. It's a romance. It's a contemporary romance about a gay teenager whose ex-boyfriend killed himself. And then it's a new romance, kind of. But then it also has to do with the fact that he's abducted by aliens, right? Which sounds funny, but it's not funny at all in the context of the book. Like, it's so well done. And Sean David Hutchinson is so genius with weaving these ideas together. Like, sometimes when I read books as an author, I get very jealous of other authors because I'm like, God, like, I just, the creativity that they think of, I don't know. But anyway, so I loved We Are the Ants. Like, I mean, I absolutely loved, I sobbed at the end of it. I sob in books. I think it is such an honor, like, I'm like saying this, like they should be so happy, but I mean, like, for an author to move somebody to tears reading a book, or to make you really think about your own life in the context of a fictional piece of work, especially a contemporary fictional piece of work, I think is so profound, you know? And I like read that book last year, and it was a lot of people's favorites last year. And so he just had a book that came out like literally like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and it was called At the Edge of the Universe. And I've been waiting for this book, okay? I've been waiting for this book to come out. I was so excited. And so I went to the bookstore and I was going to get it, and I ended up getting it on Audible. And because I'm reading Adam Silvera's History Is All You Left Me right now. And so, and I love Adam Silvera too. He's another gay author that I just love his stuff. And no, I don't just read gay young adult fiction. I read all kinds of stuff. But Adam Silvera is a beautiful author. He's like Benjamin Alier Sayens, who has another book coming out in March too, which is like supposedly the sequel to Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Oh my God. If you have not read Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, go buy it tomorrow. Like, seriously, get on Amazon, go to the bookstore, go to the library. It's at my library, so I know it's at libraries. I don't care what you do. Go read Benjamin Alier Sayens's, and I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. My husband's corrected me a million times. I still can't. He's my favorite author. He also wrote a book. It's about 2 boys that are friends in the late 80s in southern Texas. He also wrote a book called Last Night I Sang to the Monster, which is about an 18-year-old kid that's in a drug treatment program, an adult drug treatment program though, and he has like this roommate that's this older guy that's like in his 50s, and it's about their friendship and him going through this treatment program, and it's phenomenal. And he is such a poetic writer. But it's, okay, so anyway, I was listening to this Edge of the At the End of the Universe, and it's about the fact that, okay, so the whole book is about this kid, and like his boyfriend one day just vanishes and nobody remembers him. Like, he's the only one that remembers him. Like, even his parents are like, we never had this kid, right? And so he just didn't exist, and he has all these memories, and so he's always looking for him. Well, at the same time that he's like trying to find him, he realizes that the universe is shrinking. And so like each chapter that you read is like how many miles the universe is, or like how many I don't know, kilometers or whatever, and that it's shrinking, so it goes down and goes down and goes down. And that's how he tells the book. And I'm blown away. I'm absolutely just blown away by this book. Blown away. Like, this book deserves to win so many awards, and the characters are so rich in this book, and I just sobbed. Like, the last half hour I was like driving around listening to this book, and I just like sobbed, and it's so silly. Like, I mean, it just started making me think a lot about my life, and it's like, there's like a graduation scene in the book, and I was like thinking about my brother-in-law Fufu's graduation for college last year that I went to. He graduated from Ball State, and I remember us all going to it, and like, I think sometimes like my mom used to say to me when I was a little kid, she would say, you're such like an old soul, like, I can remember like the last day of 5th grade, and I was a crossing guard, and I can remember I was like the last one that left the school because of that. And do you guys remember crossing guards that help people across the street? And I remember I just like all the walkers, because I was a walker, all the walkers had already been like way gone home, and I got home, and I remember just running home and crying, and my mom was like, why are you so sad? And I was like, I'll never go back to Mohawk Trails again. Like, I'm done with that school. And I remember her saying to me, like, you always knew, like, the endings to things. Like, you knew, like, and my mom was very much a believer in, like, life cycles. And I remember as I was older, she said, I always thought when you were younger that this is your last life cycle. Like, that you're supposed to come to Earth many times to do many things. This is just her belief, and I believe in this a little bit too, but you're supposed to come here, you know, to the world many times to do many things, to learn many lessons. And she said, I think this is your last time. And she said, I think that's why you get so profoundly sad and moved by endings, because you know this is the last time as a human physical body that you're going to experience it. We used to talk about that a lot. I don't know if that's true. I mean, who knows, right? But like, I was like reading this, I was listening to this book tonight, and it was about this graduation scene, and it made me think about Fufu's graduation, and like, in that moment, I remember thinking like, this is the last like big graduation that I'll ever go to. Like, I mean, maybe my nephews, but like my oldest nephew, I mean, Litos is 4. So we're talking 14 years. Well, I guess my cousin Caroline, her son David's high school graduation, and I'm really close with David because he's 16. So his graduation, but like, how graduations, my beard is driving me nuts. I need to trim it. Remind me tomorrow to trim my beard. The high school graduations are like such endings of periods, and there's this like, I don't want to ruin the book, but there's a scene in it when he says to his best friend, we had a good run, didn't we? Do you ever wish you knew that moment that you and a friend, or you and like an ex or whatever, like that was going to be the last moment? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, looking back, you realize like, oh, like Susan and I haven't had lunch in a long time, and I'm making up a name. I don't really know a Susan, but you know, I just make up names, Judy Smith. But, you know, like, Susan and I used to go have lunch once a week, and now you know, what happened? It's been 6 months, now it's been 5 years, and you look back and you're like, I wonder what happened to Susan. I think she ended up moving away to Colorado or something, you know? And it's like, do you ever just wish that on that, like, that last lunch that you both knew, like, this is the last time that we're ever going to be like this? And he kind of writes that into the book, and I actually wrote a scene like that into my book, too. Because I think when you break up with somebody, like the moment you break up, you no longer know them the way that you used to. And even if you remain friends, which I've never understood, for me it just doesn't work. It's like, they're not in your life the way that they were 5 minutes before you broke up with them, you know? it's like the world changes. And that's a lot of what he was saying, you know, is that like with any interaction that you have, like life constantly changes. And I don't know, I was just thinking a lot about people that have come in and out of my life, and it's like, it's so weird, especially in the context of YouTube, where like a year ago, like literally a year ago, I had no idea that I would have a YouTube channel, let alone 4, and that I would be making videos, and all of the people, all of you that I've met. I mean, I've met so many people that watch my videos, and I mean, not met them in person, but talked to them. I've met a few of them in person. And all of the friends that are YouTubers that I would have met, like, it's just life is such a cool place, but it's like sad at the same time. And I was thinking back on high school, and it's like, you know, at the time, that last summer before college started, like I always tell, like when I was like, you know, when I've worked with teenagers, I've always been like, enjoy the summer between your junior and senior year. Like that's the summer, okay? Because you're going into your senior year, which you're going to be thinking about college, and it's the last of everything. But the summer after your junior, like your junior year and the summer after your junior year is, I think personally, really your best year. And this is also not just from my experience, but working with teenagers, because it's like you don't have a lot to worry about, you know, like you take the SATs and whatever, but like, and start thinking about college, but you're not really there yet. And I remember the summer between my junior and senior year was so much fun with my friends, but then like the summer after my senior year was like when like my friends, like they all, like the ones that were going to go to Bloomington, like IU Bloomington, the friends that were going to go to Purdue, and the friends that were going to go out of state, like they all started kind of doing their own things, and there was only like 2 or 3 of us that kind of consistently hung out that summer. And I remember before, I had 2 really good friends in high school that were twins, and I was really good friends with one of them my senior year, and really good friends with one of them my junior year. And I remember that like the day before they were leaving to go to Bloomington, Indiana University in Bloomington, a bunch of us that all used to hang out together, there's a group of us of like 7. We all like went over to their house, and like I can still like get really emotional about this today, because I feel like in some ways like I've never left. And out of fear, maybe, or like I've never really wanted to leave. I don't know, like, or maybe never, like somebody referred to me as Peter Pan. It was so funny in one of my comments in my videos. It's like, I have had kind of this never wanting to grow up kind of thing. I don't know, like life just goes really fast. Just, I feel like life is just like really fast. But I remember us sitting there in that room, we were all laughing and, you know, smoking cigarettes and just talking about old times. And I remember walking out of their house, and their mom would always be sitting at the kitchen table reading the Bible. She was like super religious. And I remember I walked down and I was like, bye. And she was like, bye. And I like walked out the door, and I was like, it's never going to be like that again. And it wasn't, you know? God, why is this making me so emotional? And they live like now like in Oregon. They live in like Washington and Oregon. And I'm like, I've had so many friends of mine that have just like are gone. And I don't think, like, at the moment, like, I really, Tanya and I talk about that so much. Like, at periods of our lives, we've had, like, there'd be 3 to 5 year periods of our life where there have been, like, the same people always around, and then they leave. And, it, like, at the end of it, it's just the constant for 20 years has been Tanya and I, which is why we're so close, you know? We've been through so much together, but it's like, I'm not sad, so I don't want people to, like, worry about me in the comment section. I just, like... It's like, I want life to slow down. Like, I just want life to slow down. You know? It's like, I broke up with my ex, and then, like, I left my career of 13 years, and then my mom passed away, and then it's like, I just want life to slow down. Like, do you ever feel like that? Like, I just want to sit and enjoy it, you know, and be grateful for like just, and I work so hard at that, you know, just staying in the present, but at the same time, it's like so hard. It's like, I don't know. This is what that fucking book did to me tonight. This is why I read, so that I get sad and I think about my life, right? Like, what? Why do you put yourself through that? I was thinking about this the other day because, like, I really, like, earlier, like, I just needed to get my emotions out, and I watched the last scene of my dog Skip, which does it to me every time. And I was like, Alex knows that. He's like, why do you put yourself through that? It's like the last 5 minutes of The Color Purple. He's like, why do you, I'll watch the last 5 minutes of The Color Purple and I just bawl my eyes out. And he's like, why do you put yourself through that? I'm like, because I want to feel emotions, you know? Like, and I think that in like the past, I used to do things like I used to hide my emotions, or I used to do things in really unhealthy ways. And like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want my life, I want to remember my life. I want my life to stand for something. I want the people in my life to stand for something, and I don't want people to be I don't want to just like forget that people were present in my life, I guess, you know? Yeah. I feel better now that I've cried. Do you ever feel like that? I was talking to somebody about that earlier. He was like, yeah, I don't cry. I think it's weak. I'm like, I cry all the time. I think it's super healthy. And I think that it's really good to just get shit out. Because I always feel better afterwards. And now I can start my next book, which is called what is it called? It's about its teacher in high school. Oh, wait, let's read these comments. The next book I am reading is called The Most Dangerous Place on Earth by Lindsay Lee Johnson. And it's supposed to be really, like, kind of spooky good. So, totally different kind of book. I'll be bawling my eyes. Oh my God. I'm sitting in a parking lot with a classic cleaners and a bridal shop. It's time for me to go. I love you guys. Remember, make the most of your life. We're on borrowed time as it is.